I'm Lance Gross, and one of the most important values to me is family. So what's up, guys? Welcome to my studio.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for being here. So with this project, I wanted to put together a wish list of celebrities, talent that I wanted to invite here and shoot. Now, attached to that, I assigned everybody values that are important to me. For you guys, I chose family. Just because when I look at you guys, I feel like you really embody what a family is supposed to be. I mean, you're loving, the way you carry yourselves, the way you move. I just think it's really admirable, and I like that. So can you remember the moment where you knew, for both of you, you knew that you couldn't live without one another?
Oh, it was actually when I almost lost him, because I think that when at a certain point in my life, I wanted to, of course, to choose the wrong guy, you know. And when I met Tim, he ticked every box, and I was like, oh my God, really? You know what I mean? Because you just never know who that space is for. And when it was for him, there was a moment where I was like, I don't want to lose him.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Now, Tim, I'm not going to let you sit there and be quiet. I want to know. What was that moment for you?
No, I mean, I knew I liked her. So, and she embodies a lot of qualities that you would want in a woman. And so, yeah, for me, it was my plight. I was trying to grab her for that reason.
What was the biggest misconception that you guys had about marriage?
The biggest misconception I had about marriage was it's not that storybook happiness stuff all the time. There are times where I'm just like, oh, he get on my nerve. And there are times where I know he's like, this woman is crazy.
I learned you love people in spite of who they are. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? The good is always one thing, but you really love people for their the flaws. That's really what you. Because if you accept into that, the other side is so easy. You know what I mean? Like, so you got to be able to deal with, you know, the micromanaging and I'm not necessarily speaking of you.
Okay,
I'm not calling no names, but Kelly and micromanaging.
I think that it's the beauty of marriage, because you go through that to make up, and the making up part is so sweet. It's so sweet.
So how have the two of you grown since you've gotten married?
Oh, I think he's taught me a great deal about love. A great deal about love. And for me, the fact that we started our family together is another part of love. And that is what I've always wanted, is, you know, a great husband and family. And I'm just like, I think I feel overwhelmingly blessed. You know what I mean? Like, to the point to where you just wake up every day with so much gratitude, because this is all I've ever wanted.
When I say the name Titan,
you can see all my gums. He's awesome. He's just so awesome.
Titan becomes the bridge between us, you know what I mean? And you realize he completes the circle.
It just becomes your little best friend, and that's exactly who he is. We laugh with him, we talk with him.
And then things become less important, like, you know what I mean, that the going to the after party of the Grammys becomes a little less important. I'm like, yo, I can go home and see the baby. Yeah, I'm trying to get I'm trying to get home before he goes to sleep. That becomes the priority. So
I was going to ask you, what is a day like for you guys?
Yeah, he likes to be outside, so we figure we go outside. Titan like to run around, and I don't think you have an expectation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of just do, and you get caught in that moment instead of saying, I'm gonna plan every aspect of this, and then when it doesn't go as planned, you're disappointed. You know what I mean? But you kind of take what the day gives you, and so, you know, sometimes he go to sleep at noon, sometimes he don't want to go to sleep. So
there's no idea of time with Daddy around.
I mean, I think if the kid want to stay awake, let him stay awake.
I agree.
Yeah, like if he's gonna, he might miss something.
Gentlemen, we believe in structure.
No, it's like when it's daddy's time and you're with your daughter or your son, you want it to be fun. It's fun time. They can stay up however late they want to stay up. They can have candy and do whatever they want to do.
That's the joy of being a kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Everything goes.
And the structure of being a kid, gentlemen. But yes, it's the structure. We want them to have the structure.
I think there's a good balance of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about each other?
Compassion for me. She's very compassionate. Yeah, it's a trait that, I mean, I say it often, I probably need a little bit more of, but Kelly is just sweet as pie. It's a quick story. You'll identify with this. So, you know, I'm a Jordan fanatic. And so I'll buy 2 pair of the same shoe.
Yeah.
She had my cart one day, a gentleman was walking across the street, no shoes on, right? Yeah, no, seriously. Kelly's first instinct, like them boys, right?
Yeah.
She was like, I'll give him these.
The Jordans?
And I'm working on myself, right? I'll go buy him sneakers.
You wanted to do
I
right.
said, yeah, no, I was like, wait, what? You don't even know if this is his size. Like,
Right.
what are we having this conversation for?
Brother, is this your size?
Yeah, so and without thinking, that's the biggest thing. I'm like, man, you know, if the world was like that, we'd be better off.
That's a good heart.
Yeah.
That's a good heart.
And if the world were a little more honest, like Tim is, it would be a sweeter place too. And I say honesty because it's a lot of people that will tell you what you want to hear and will, just tell you what you want to hear, and they're not forthcoming. And like when he speaks from a loving place, even when you feel like it could be cutting sometimes, but it's not cutting. It's just honesty. And it's honesty like all across the board, you know, when it comes to just being honest with me about just any and everything. And I could trust him, like with my life. Yeah.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, so one more question. What advice would you give to young couples?
Love is an action word. It is not a feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a feel. You feel butterflies, and that's one thing. But to love somebody, to be patient with them and kind and not like all of the things that it talks about in the Corinthian, in the Bible, like those are all actions. You look at love in the dictionary and it's, the feeling of this and this and this and that. Those are 2 totally different things. But I love right now how many young couples actually really want to build a family and they really want to be together for a long time. And that's a value of theirs. That's something that they really care about, and they want to have a nice structured home. Like, I'm noticing that a lot, and I hope that it continues to grow. So I want to thank you for having a show like this, because of course when we were growing up, it was all kinds of family shows on television, and we were like, well, we want to be that son or that daughter. I want to be like this mother, but this is real life. And it's so cool that all the young people out there get a chance to witness all these different people of different backgrounds and being able to want a family and have a family, and how important that is to this generation now. So thank you very much.
Oh man, thank you.
No problem.
You guys are like family to me, and I love you. Thank you for coming to my studio, allowing me to turn my camera on you. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for having us.
Okay, man. Cut.